Political conversation across every nation, from Stratford to Grand Central Station. Join in the chat with Jay and the panel on what West Ham channel. That West Ham channel. On YouTube, you are your best self, so be your best self. Don't let anyone leave you on a shelf. Make each day a better day.
Hello everyone, welcome back to What West Ham channel. Yes, it is that West Ham channel, this West Ham channel that talks about everything. Hello Paul, love to you. Thanks for your comment on my video earlier, mate. So for the record, I am doubling down. I stand on everything I said. And if you see the title of this video, yeah, if he was a West Ham fan, you'd all have been shamelessly making videos about it. Do you know how many times I've seen West Ham fan channels that they come on and like, oh, don't fucking do it anymore, and all the rest of it. And then the next thing they're jumping back on again and they're, oh, well, have a word with yourself. Now there is one, hello Paul as well. There's one apology I've got, and I'm going to share something now and shout out to this channel. Yeah, let me share my screen, because this is the only one. Hold on, it's this one now. So you'll recognize him. I've got to know him a bit more recently, actually. So it's James, E20 Zone. Hold on, let me go back to StreamYard. Make sure I add him to the screen. Right. This is the only channel. I'm going to press play now. And thank you to Blakey for pointing this out to me. Shout out to Blakey. Shout out to everyone that not only commented, whether you supported what I said or not, whether you unsubscribed, like I said at the time. I say this from the greatest place of love. If you don't like the fact that on this channel that I don't just talk about West Ham, to put things in perspective, if you don't like the fact that I talk about our children getting raped in our country, yeah, and for the person who said I'm not even in the country, what does that mean? I can't care. It's not still my native land. If you don't care and don't like the fact that I talk about a young white kid that got killed, yeah, again, from a place of love, respect, and from my soul, fuck off. It's not a problem. Right, shout out to James, E20 Zone, because this is the only bit.
Especially with a lot of West Ham fans. Anyway, that's enough from me. Yeah, you take care of yourself out there. Be safe, be well, be lucky. Be happy. I'm going to say this, yeah, and I sort of usually stay away from sort of politics and all that. But the sad case of Henry Novak, I think it is, has really choked me. Like, I see the body cam footage last night, and this world we live in right now is a dangerous world. So we need to look after each other. We need to sort of care about each other. And it seems like everyone just wants to hurt and kill each other, and it is a shame. Do you know what I'm saying? It needs to stop. It needs to stop now. Rest in peace to him. He's a local boy. He's up the road from me. He's from Trafford 100 and I'm from Dagenham. So he's not far away. So yeah, rest in peace to him, mate. And sad time in this world. It really is. Yeah, over things that can be prevented. It is very, very sad. So yeah, listen, take care of yourselves out there. Be good. And I will see you again in the next one. Peace.
So, shout out to James, E20 Zone, the only person, and James has got a few thousand if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the only reason he ain't as big as some of you big channels as well is because he don't gobble cock and doesn't just paint the narrative that everyone paints just to keep people happy. At least he's got the gonads to come out and talk about something. Let's face it, like I said, I'm sticking to my guns. Every single one of you that I called out earlier, if he'd have been a West Ham fan, you'd have been chomping at the bit to make your video, your dedication video to it. And then you've got people, for the people that have come at me over it, like I said, this is what I love about football. This is what I love about the world. People are entitled to their own opinions, as am I. So my opinion on this, to be clear, is that I don't care if it was a Millwall kid, a Leyton Orient kid, a Chelsea kid. Colours of football shirts in these situations, they mean fuck all. But if he had been a West Ham fan, every single one of you would have been jumping up and down, and people would have been sending you messages. Oh, you're so thoughtful. That's why I subscribe to your channel. Oh, see, he talks about that stuff. Wankers. On this, wankers. Where's your bottle? Do you know what? As men, we're supposed to be protectors. Protectors of our women and protectors of our kids. Sorry, I want to put your chats on screen, people. Yeah, Paul, I said hello. Hello, Paul, love to the two Pauls, Paul Sweat, and to your lovely missus, Team Sweat, and shout out to Elgie. Hello, mate. What's your comments? I'm going to get to the comments in a minute. I just want to finish what I'm saying. Yeah, as men, we're supposed to be protectors. Yeah, the male role is to protect what? Our women and our children. And our children, yeah, that's all of our kids. And not just any kid of any colour. Just so happened that Emmy was white. The whole world. Do you know what? I might even go back. I'm going to go back and I'm going to find, because you big channels, you've been around for a while. I'm going to find if any of you did videos on George Floyd. You've got a bit of time now to delete them. Because if I find a video that any of you's made on George Floyd, I'm going to stick it up. I'm going to stick it up. I'm going to stick it up next to Henry's video. And I'm going to say, where's your fucking voice now? I think it's disgusting. I'm calmer now, but the intent behind that rant earlier, yeah, that honest rant, is still there. Shame on you. Genuinely, shame on you. I cannot believe that E20 Zone, like I said, shout out to you, mate, James. Well done. I actually reached out to James as well. He sent me a lovely message about how he sees, in his words, I won't play his message. I should have asked him if I could play his message, but he says, you know, he knows he's got some youngish lads that follow his channel, like at that age where you're 18 to 25. And he says, I want to try and make a good example. Yeah, that's genuine. Like, I said to you, even more respect for you. Yeah, the only one who had anything about him. And for those that say, like people did say, oh, Jay, you know, you can't say this about them. They can do what they want. As I said, I challenge you. If that was a West Ham kid, are you honestly going to tell me none of them would have made no videos? Bollocks. Every single one of them would have had something to say. Every one of them. Hammers Chat, Claret and Booze, West Ham Fan TV, West Ham Network. I think they're like the biggest ones anyway, aren't they? Got the most subscribers, and you doing well. Every single one of you. And you know you would. Shame on you. Genuinely. Fucking shame on you. You'll talk about how hard it is at times, and you don't know if you're going to keep going. What? Ugh. Oh, you make me fucking cringe. Weirdos. Genuinely fucking weirdos. The fact, and you know what? You still got time. I'm challenging you. Still got time. Because if that was your kid and you heard a Tottenham channel or a Millwall channel or another channel, oh, I heard about this kid, blah, blah, blah. How would you have felt? You'd have felt, do you know what? Grateful. Someone cares. Don't know me. Not the same colours as me. But they care. Yeah. Where's the reciprocation of in that common decency? Would any of you have said no to that? All right, let's have a look at what people are saying in chat. I've got more to say on this. Like I said, I'm calling you all out. All of you, specifically told, because you still got time. Make a video. Don't make. I swear on my. I've lost a child. Do you know that's probably why this affects me a bit more? I've lost a kid. I know how that feels. That pain. Yeah, you don't want to get over it. That's a pain you don't want to get. My missus, to this day, I've learned to deal with my grief. My missus, to this day, she will refuse to let that pain go away. So I'm not just spouting from the hip. I'm not talking for clicks because I'm going against the narrative here, apparently. I wish I weren't. I wish every single West Ham channel, all of you, Carrot and Booze, Ammers Chat, all good people, decent people, such lovely people, West Ham Fan TV, West Ham Network. Why didn't you make a video? You still can. You still can. That's the West Ham way. Imagine that was your kid. Oh, no, don't talk about politics. What the fuck has this got to do with politics? Oh, I don't mix this, I don't mix that. Fuck off, because if he was a West Ham fan, you would have all, as I said in the title, shamelessly. Dedications. Someone said to me about charity work. Oh, but what about all the charity work they do? Charity work, why do you think they do that? That's fucking good. It's easy to do charity work. Easy to do charity work, especially online. Gets you more clicks, gets you more subscribers, gets you more likes. Well done, you. How much would it cost? How much of your time? How charitable do you need to be to just go to the Novak family today? Even a post, a fucking post. What happened today to that young man? At this channel, we just want to know our thoughts and prayers are with you. Would that have been fucking hard to do? And you'll claim to be West Ham, the West Ham way. Yeah, West Ham. We're West Ham. We're a community. We're gonna stand up and protest about an evil little pedo at the top, but we'll shout and scream about that. What about when a kid gets fucking killed? Not a word. Not a word. So yeah, I'm calling you all out. Helgi, what are you saying? Imagine if he was black and it was a white family. They believed it. Like, do you know what? I swear to God, I might even have a look now. If any of these channels done videos for George Floyd or even mentioned it, what would be your excuse? I don't know. See, I don't know if you did. I don't know if you did, but I know you was all about. Most of you was about back then. If any of you, do you know what? I'm not even going to bother. Look, you'll know yourselves. If you've done a video on your channel for Black Lives Matter over George Floyd and you said nothing over Henry Novak, oh, shame on you. Like massively. Ugh. All the leagues in the world and politicians were taking knee for 8. Yeah, there you go. It's no need. Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%. James is a real one. Trust me. He'd do anything for anyone. Top bloke. West Ham, WHU 5070. He's lovely. Like I've got to know him. Got to know him a bit more. That's a lovely profile picture. Sam Briscoe. Keep up the these good shows, Jay. Massive shout out to Hammers Mikey for his done. Yes, bro. So you saw it. That's what inspired this. That's what inspired this. I've been so, like, since I was watching, I was thinking, because I waited, I was thinking, surely a channel is like one of them. As I said on the earlier video, I'd even reached out to Nick just a couple of days ago. Nick from Claret and Bills. I said, look, mate, I know it ended because if you don't know, I used to work over there. When Nick put out the big, I'm looking for someone to help with mental health, my arena, that's what I do. Yeah. Reconnected with me. I didn't ask nothing. I just said to him, mate, do you know what? I just want to let you know there's no hard feelings. I just want to let you know I'm thinking of you in essence, and I'm grateful. And I started listening to you because on the football side of things, that's why I connected with Nick from Claret and Booze in the first place. Because on the football side of things, it's like fucking as hard as it was for my ego to let go of the way because it didn't. I walked away because I just wasn't happy with the way things were going over there. But then I thought, do you know what? Before making that video that I made, I was hoping one of you fuckers were just gonna just make something, a post, anything at all, to acknowledge it, just to make me still, yeah, I'm still a fan. I do this I don't do this to be famous. I don't do this to get clicks and likes. Look at the stuff I talk about. I do this because I feel like I'm a proper West Ham fan and I love being around proper West Ham people. It's the best part of my childhood was West Ham and Upton Park and West Ham fans. Like I've said the same message from since I've been on YouTube. We're a special fucking breed of people. And right now, you lot are letting us down. I was thinking one of them is going to make a video. Back to Hammers Mikey. So Hammers Mikey, I was there and I was literally seething on my bed. I was laying down. I messaged him earlier. I've got him on WhatsApp from the old Clement Booze days. And I was watching Dan Wootton Outspoken and then it came up, super chat from Hammers Mikey. I was like, I just like went back on YouTube just to make sure. I was like, fucking yes, Hammers Mikey. So I contacted him. I WhatsApped him. I said, mate, just so you know, bruv, you're a fucking legend, Hammers Mikey. You're proper West Ham. I'm so proud of you. Not that I'm in any way. You can say these things to people. I was so proud of him as a human being and as a West Ham fan. So I was like, yeah, that's the West Ham way. And it was him that, because I thought, he's gone out of his way. He don't run a channel. He's not got a platform. It was just genuine from Hammers Mikey to go, I'm going to spend a bit of money because I want my voice to be heard. Because the super chat you've got to pay for. He actually put some money down to say, right, put that out there. Hammers Mikey. That's what I love about his name as well. You know he's an hammer. He's Hammers Mikey. He put it out there and I was like, fucking yes. And then that went from fucking yes, Hammers Mikey, proud, to looking at all these big channels and think, you bunch of fucking melts. Not one of you. And like I said, if he was a West Ham fan, you'd have all jumped up and fucking down all over it. Right. When they next have shows, I'll ask them, Jay. Nice one, Paul. Still can't believe this happened in December and we're only now hearing about it. Paul, it's unbelievable, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. It's something you don't ignore. It's not about politics. It's not about football. This is just one of them things. Do you know there's other this is what I mean. There's other fan bases that have made fucking videos on it as well. And I'm proud of them. Good people. Whatever their motives were, they've got a platform. They decided to make videos to share what happened to this kid because they realized it's fucking wrong. And if you've got an audience, you put it out there. What can it be? Like I said, here's my I'm asking you direct, all of you big channels, Claret and Booze, West Ham Fan TV, Hammers Chat. What is your West Ham network? What is your reason for not saying anything about Henry Novak? Are you really going to tell me that, oh, it's not football? Oh, do you know how that makes you look? That's not what I do here. Oh, do you know how that makes you look? You all talk about other shit, dogs, other stuff in your family lives, and you're entitled to. But what, this don't fall into the realms of, oh yeah, that basically that's not worth talking about. Shame on you. Fucking shame on you. That could have been any of our children. My boy is 17 and could have easily been him or anyone. The streets are not safe no more. Goodbye. 100%. Thank you for being here as well, Sam. Really appreciate your support. Jay, the other side, it's all about subs. It is. I've never, ever in any country heard any police in any circumstance not believe someone laying down on the ground saying, I've been stabbed, and not being believed. That's the first. What, bro, this in the one time that if clubs took the knee for Henry, we wouldn't boo. But yeah, right, exactly. Like I said, I'm going to keep saying it. I'm calling you all out. This is for you lot because you can still do something. No one watches my shit. I've got 21 people. I'm so grateful. What I'm going to say next, don't be disrespected. Right? I'm so grateful. But what I'm saying is, you lot get hundreds of people watching your shit. Is this not worth sharing? Would it worth just a fucking little bit of your time? I bet you're all in WhatsApp groups where you've all had something to say. You've all had something to say over it in your WhatsApp group. Why, when you turn the camera on, when you can actually make a difference, you can say something, you can share something, all of a sudden then you go mute? Because all you're doing is, and again, You'll know yourselves. You'll know yourself. You got to live with yourself. This is a stain. But you still got the opportunity to come out, all of yous. Hammers Chat, Carrot and Booze, West Ham Fan TV, West Ham Network. You all talk about different stuff outside of football at times as well. Not all the time, but at times. Still got an opportunity. Because I'm sure the Novak family, the more they got wind of people speaking, even if it is just like today's show's dedicated to the Novak family, or at the end of the show, just wanted to send love and prayers. Like I said, what the fuck is wrong with you lot? Leslie, and shout out to the wonderful Leslie who lost his daughter on Sunday, mate. Love and so much prayers for you and your family. And she's pain-free now, mate. And I'm sure she's looking down on you now from a better place. I genuinely believe that. I'm not necessarily into religion. I do think there's something about, I have to think that, especially because I think my boy is. So, yeah, shout out to you, mate. Agreed, Chris. I knew what you meant, Les. I know what you meant. Government announced seats. Advanced UK is winding down. He's in talks. Yeah. 100%. That's happening. That again. Do you know what? That I'm proud of that man. Ben Habib, half Pakistani, half English. He's wrapping up all the hard work he done to get Advance off the floor. He's wrapping it up to support Rupert Lowe. So stuff that's been going on in our country for years stands a better chance with Restore getting in. So yeah, shout out to Ben Habib. It's not the quantity, it's the quality. Yeah, 100%, 100%. And you know, Paul, we've chatted on WhatsApp. I know you get my point. Is for me, that's what I mean. This channel, I've got mates now off the back of this channel, people I talk to on WhatsApp and stuff. That for me, that's fucking priceless. It was never about making money. It was never about becoming famous. It was never about getting subscribers or clicks. It was never that way. For me, that just is not even in the way I think. It was about quality. It was about having good chats. It's about people telling me at times, Jay, you're chatting shit. And me being absolutely fine with that. But I don't think I'm chatting shit on this one. When I was working for London Transport, we had a Sikh who carried one of those knives. We used to wind him up and said, if I draw the knife, I have to draw. We used to wind him up, and he said, if I draw the knife, I have to draw blood before putting it back. Yeah, do you know what though? I'm not even going to talk about. I get that, all of that stuff, and you're right. But yeah, this show, I'm going to wrap it up. I don't want to make a long one, and I'm still calling you all out because I tell you this. On my child, God rest him soul. If you come out and made videos, I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say, told you so, or look what that's not my character. But I will call you out for not doing it. Because that's not fucking right. And like I said, what excuse can you give for not posting a one sentence, anything at all on your live to pass on how you feel? Or don't you feel anything? Because I stand by it. Can I bring up? Let's see if I can bring this up. If that kid had been wearing that shirt or was known to be a fan of our club, every single one of you, like I said, would have made, probably for however the wave road of people talking about it, there'd still be a mention for the West Ham. He's one of our own, the Novak family. Am I wrong? But like I said, you've still got the opportunity. Do the right fucking thing. Don't do it because I've said it, but I was just disgusted. I am disgusted that none of you's bothered. None of you's bothered. It is sad. It is sad. It's really, really sad. Because that's the truth. That's what matters at this point. Is this young kid, he could have been a West Ham fan. Not that it mattered what he was, who he supported. But it is, and that a bit of an eye-opener, because that was the insight I had earlier when Blakey sent me the message. He said, Jay, imagine if that had been, he'd have been a West Ham fan. And that made it even worse. I was like, don't mate, you're right. Everyone would have had something to say. I make a show every now and again called It's Bigger Than Football, because life is bigger than football. And it's things like this. Again, you got a platform. There's still, most of your subscribers won't see this. They won't even know who I fucking am. But maybe this message will, I know it'll get back to some of you, 100%. And I don't give a shit. Because am I wrong? Am I wrong? Any one of us on those big channels, making the money, you make money, and good luck to you. I ain't jealous. Like I said, that was never what it's about for me. I've got a professional job that I'm really happy with. This is my release. This helps balance me out from when I'm not working with people with cancer or people with mental health issues. It's quite draining. And I'm not saying I don't love my job. I do, but it's quite draining. West Ham's always been my release. If you're making money, this is your job and what you're doing. Well done you for building up your subscriber base. Well, at what cost to your soul on something like this? Because I'm going to keep saying it. What is your excuse? How can you not say anything? And you know what? Some of the most difficult times people can experience is when it comes to their ego. And when they feel, who do you fucking think he is? I'm talking to your soul, not your ego. You've still got time. As I've said, if you're watching this and if this gets back to one of you, yeah, you've still got time to send that family, to let your subscribers know that who love you and adore you and look up to you, that it's another string in your bow, isn't it? And it's a positive. And it's one of the things that you could show people that what you're like as a human being off of camera, not just talking about West Ham all the time. Because guess what? Your subscribers, after subscribing and watching your channels and watching your videos, they go back to real life. They go back to dealing with their feelings on things like this. If you really care about them, show that you care. This channel is about help, information, people understand. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I was very upset in tragic loss of Henry. Sad that he was one of our own. Reaction from others has been different pay respects. Yeah, 100%. That's it. That's it. It's not asking much. You're doing well with the channels. Yeah. Thank you, Ellis. Chris, reminds me of Jimmy Mison, who was stabbed to death in South East London. We dedicated a home game every season for him. Decent thing to do, right? So yeah, I'm interested now to see. And like I said, I'm saying the same stuff, but I'm trying to make it hit home. Yeah. If any one of yous made a video or even mentioned George Floyd, who for the record, right? For the record, yeah, both was horrific. George Floyd and Henry, both horrific. But to put things in perspective, Henry was a innocent 18-year-old kid, clean record, never been in trouble, known to be kind. In fact, I watched some of his, I still haven't been able to watch the body cam footage. It's just, I find it too upsetting to even think about, because the picture's been painted. I don't need to watch it. I'm saying this to my wife earlier, I don't see the point in watching it. But I did watch one at the end of, I think it was a Tommy Robinson video that spoke about, and he played family videos of this young man dancing, playing around with Eve. I don't know if it was his sister or his girlfriend, like just playing around. Like, and what I saw was a beautiful, handsome, young, kind, wonderful, world at his feet young man with everything in front of him. George Floyd was a ex-convict criminal and crackhead. It was still wrong, but my point is the whole world took a knee for that man. And yet most of the mainstream media have hardly been covering this, which is why I was so disappointed when the West Ham channels, you West Ham channels that are big and you've got thousands of subscribers, you could have put it out there. I'd have been reacting to every single one of your videos, and I still will. If any of you have got the gonads to get over your ego, if you get this video, your ego will say, fuck, I'm not fucking making a video just because he said it. That's your ego. That's your ego. Sometimes we all have to get told something. Sometimes my son has to put me in my place and my ego fucking battles it. But then in the end, I said, you know what, son, thanks. And I'm sorry. Because it ain't about ego. It's about right and wrong. And it's about you making choices that reflect who you truly are. Because when you put yourself on camera, I put myself on camera. Yeah. We do put our neck out. We do open ourselves up for criticism. I get loads of criticism. I talk about Islam, Muslims, like I talk about all that stuff. And I'll never stop. Why? Because I believe talking what I feel is right and what I feel is wrong. Like, I'm not scared to talk about it. I'm not scared the impact it has. Because if it's my truth, if it's how I truly feel, then I don't care how it's received. Because I know in myself, if it's how I feel and it's right, that's my intention. If it's how I feel and I think it's wrong, I feel it's wrong, that's my intention. There's nothing else to it. It's nothing about colour or anything else. You got an opportunity still to make a video. I'd have, like I said, I'd have reacted to all of this, every single one of this. I've never done a reaction to one of the Climate Booze videos. I think I've done everyone, pretty much everyone else. But because of how it ended with me and Nick, and if you'd have done that or a video on this Nick, I would have fine. There you go. That's the Nick I like to think of he was and is. You can still do it. Don't let your fucking ego get in the way. Too many when do we react and join together? 100%, 100%. Right, I think I've spoken about this enough. So I'm going to end again with something I put together. And someone actually asked me to record this, which I might do actually, and put a nice video to it. Where is it? This is something I put together. I think I first read this out yesterday. And it is a little poem for Henry Novak and his family. And I'm going to keep reading this. It's called I Can't Breathe. I can't breathe. 3 simple words. 3 words no parent should ever hear. 3 words that now echo through streets, through homes, through schools, through hearts. I can't breathe. An 18-year-old boy, a son, a friend, a teammate, a smile, a future, a life still unfolding. Yet somehow, in those final moments, as Henry cried out, I can't breathe. He breathed life into all of us. He breathed life into conversations we were too afraid to have. That's you lot. He breathed life into communities that had drifted apart. He breathed life into people who had forgotten that somebody else's child is still our child too. I can't breathe. Those words should have ended there, but they didn't, because now they travel, now they move, now they awaken, and somewhere deep within this nation, a lion has opened its eyes, a British lion. Not a lion of politics, not a lion of division, but a lion of protection, of courage, of responsibility, of unity. A lion asking all of us the same question, what I'm asking to you West Ham channels. What are you going to do now? Because Henry's story cannot simply become another headline, another photograph, another name, another week, another memory. No. His story must become change, real change, lasting change. The The kind of change that protects the next young boy, the next young girl, the next generation. The kind of change that means our children can walk home safely. The kind of change that means our grandchildren inherit something better than we did. I can't breathe. Yet somehow, Henry's voice has become the breath behind the movement, the breath behind the conversation, the breath behind a country beginning to look at itself and ask difficult questions, the breath behind people who may never have met him, yet now carry his name in their hearts. And perhaps that is the miracle, that although Henry only lived 18 years, his legacy will live far longer. In every young person protected, in every family brought together, in every community strengthened, in every life changed. I can't breathe. Those words broke our hearts, but they also woke us up. Now the greatest tribute we can offer is not anger, not hatred, not blame, but unity. Because divided we argue, divided we point fingers, divided we stay stuck. But united we protect. United we listen, united we build, and united we change. So let this be Henry's legacy. Let his name become a reminder that every child matters. Every family matters. Every community matters. Let his name remind us that we belong to one another. And let his life, however short, leave a mark so powerful that generations yet unborn will benefit from the change that began here. I can't breathe. The words that marked his final moments. Yet through those words, Henry breathed life into all of us. And as long as we stand together, as long as we unite, as long as we refuse to forget, Henry will never truly stop breathing. For he lives now in purpose, in courage, in change, in hope, and in a kingdom, our United Kingdom. Finally learning to breathe as one. Thank you, Henry. And thank you to everyone that's been part of tonight's show. Do the right thing, you channels, all you big channels. Do something, acknowledge. Come on your hands. Thanks to everyone in chat.